Tributes for the man labelled England's greatest player. The world of football remembers Sir Bobby Charlton, who's died at the age of 86. Yes, tributes have been pouring in for the footballing legend Sir Bobby Charlton, who's died at the age of 86. His former club, Manchester United, described him as a giant of the game, who was admired for his sportsmanship and integrity. Ben Croucher has this report.
Remembering one of the very best. For Manchester United and England, Sir Bobby Charlton shone brightest amongst the greatest who have ever played the game. Now Football United to pay its respects.
Very sad, so our thoughts are with his family. The football world lost a big man, but I think the whole society, global-wide, lost a big personality.
Maybe a shot from Charlton. It's worth trying.
A great goal scorer and the scorer of great goals, Charlton transcended generations and even football itself. His fellow World Cup winner Geoff Hurst described him as a great colleague and friend. He will be missed by all of the country beyond sport alone. A true gentleman, said David Beckham. A national hero. It isn't just a sad day for football, but everything Bobby represented.
How they cheered as Bobby Charlton led his men up to receive the handsome outsized trophy.
He was a player who won all there was to win, but he wasn't defined by his success.
His legacy on the game in this country is enormous. But what he'll always have, I think, is the love and affection of all the people, even the youngsters now. Everyone's heard of Bobby Charlton.
The affection no more fond than at Old Trafford, where this morning a book of condolence will open to pay tribute, where his impact will be forever felt, where his memory will live on, even for those too young to have seen him play.
Brought up a United fan, through my granddad, my dad, greatest player to ever live.
He's done so much for the club over the years. He's just been there for us all the time. He's just comes to every game. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just speechless.
To me, he's just a symbol of everything United stand for.
England manager Gareth Southgate said the privilege of meeting him allowed me to understand the personal pride and emotion in having represented England, and simply confirmed in my mind his standing as one of the gentlemen of the game. A sentiment echoed by a former England captain.
When you consider what he's achieved in the game, he was a giant of our game. World Cups, had won the lot. And if there was anyone that could have been arrogant, it could have been him, but he certainly wasn't any of that. He was so nice and humble and kind.
What he was, a few that have come since have been able to replicate or surpass. His name will be forever engraved in this game. His memory will not be forgotten.
Ben Croucher there. Well, the Prince of Wales has led tributes to Sir Bobby Charlton, praising him for his contributions to sport. In a social media post, Prince William said he was a gentleman, legend and true great who will be remembered forever. But I'm also looking at Hugh, who's outside Old Trafford for us this morning, and it's pretty wet there too.
Yes, a very wet Old Trafford. And, of course, there's one story that is dominating sports at the moment in terms of tributes being paid to Sir Bobby Charlton. So let's find out more now from Hugh. Hugh.
Yeah, it is perhaps fitting that on a day where Manchester celebrates one of its finest footballing sons, that its famous weather has decided to pay us a visit here at Old Trafford as well. But the Trinity, as they are known, Bestlaw and Charlton, remain, yes, a little bit sodden, but still just as significant. And Bobby Charlton, the one on the right as you look, has been adorned. He's not only holding the ball of the three, but he has been adorned with that scarf. Here later on, a book of condolence will be laid out to add to the tributes, both floral and in terms of scarves, that we've already had in the hours since Manchester United announced the passing of Sir Bobby Charlton at the age of 86. Yesterday at Bramall Lane, the team paid their own initial tribute. It was a period of applause before the Premier League game at Sheffield United. During a 17-year first-team career with United, Sir Bobby won 3 league titles, a European Cup and FA Cup as well. He won 106 caps for England, scored 49 international goals, records for his country at the time. And of course, he helped England win the World Cup in 1966. And here at Old Trafford, he also, post-career, became a director.
A really sad day, obviously for us boys. Been in the hotel this afternoon and finding out the news, it really hit us hard. He's been a huge part of this club, not just when he was playing, but when he's been retired as well. He's been a great ambassador, a real role model, and he came into the dressing room a lot after games, whether we won or lost. He came in, he shook everybody's hands, he always had a big smile on his face, and you really felt that presence and that respect. And yeah, our thoughts are out with his loved ones and all his family.
A huge loss for, of course, his family, for Man United family, for English football, for European football. So how nice in this country is amazing how the big legends, you know, say they're representing the clubs, what these top and enormous players have done for the teams that they play. So absolutely on behalf from Manchester City, our condolences and especially his family, for Man United and for everyone, because we have the Premier League that we have, or the English football that we are, is because I think this type of people, this type of persons that for they behave on and off the pitch, make this country an incredible place to live and to play football.
Well, as Pep Guardiola was explaining there, Sir Bobby Charlton, one of those few players that not only transcend the game in this country, but globally too. And understandably, the tributes have been reflecting them. Here are just some of them that have come in over the last few hours. His fellow World Cup winner Geoff Hurst talking about a great colleague and friend. He'll be sorely missed by all of the country. Beyond sport alone, former England cricketer Sir Geoffrey Boycott, a famous Manchester United fan as well, said he was a legend in the true sense for the world game, not just for Manchester United. FIFA has said we mourn the loss of England's 1966 World Cup winning team and a football legend. The former Manchester United captain Gary Neville called Sir Bobby the greatest English footballer and Manchester United's greatest ambassador. And Newcastle United wrote that he was an Ashington lad, grew up in the mining town of Ashington in the northeast, and it was the passing of a true legend of the game.